Charles just posted a big hint to the upcoming Cardano Ripple XRP partnership. If you haven't seen it, I'll share it with you. Sailor's also buying more BTC. We'll talk price action along with some wild price predictions from a major bank in regards to the shiny stuff. But before we get into the crypto news, hot, spicy, naughty, and relevant, your comments come first because you, the viewer, matter most. By the way, everyone, happy Sunday. Welcome to the start of a new week. Frankie D says, nothing like a wake and bacon listening to my guy. Well, thank you, sir. Y'all are going to have to do it without me. I still got to be good because I'm still dealing with some complications. Jason Vitorino says, inflation. Was that the word you were looking for? You got it as I was submitting. I hate those brain glitches. I get them too. I kept thinking inflammation. Again, I'm dealing with some medical issues, some complications in my last surgery, but it was inflation. That's exactly the word I was thinking of. Bitcoin sitting at 105,599 ETH is 2549 XP at 217, while BNB is at 649. Sol, rest of the market is fairly sideways right now over the last 24 hours. If things have kind of calmed down price-wise in the market, but we're waiting to see what happens on the Monday open. I know what's going to happen. Sailor's going to announce that he bought even more. That's right, he posted this. Bigger dots are better, and you know what that means, everyone. That means my guy bought even more. Oh, gosh, come on now, Sailor. Look, he's a through and through maxi, and he doesn't care about any other crypto other than BTC. Shaquille O'Neal agrees to a $1.8 million settlement over FTX. You remember that, right? All the celebs that promoted FTX. Well, guess what? Shaq got a little slap on the hand by the tune of $1.8 million. Dude, that's not even a drop in the bucket for that guy. He could do what is it? What's the car commercial that he does? The car insurance, General, right? The General Insurance. He could do one like General Insurance commercial and get paid that. Unlike other celebrity endorsers, O'Neal remained in the lawsuit, now resolved with the final all-inclusive $1.8 million settlement. This is to resolve all allegations tied to his promotion and the now defunct cryptocurrency exchange FTX. Filed in a Florida federal court, the proposed agreement would end a class action lawsuit that accused former NBA star promoting FTX as a safe and reliable investment. The plaintiff's case are FTX users whose deposited funds or purchased the exchange's proprietary token FTT between May 2019 and 2022. Basically this, right? O'Neal and other celebrities out there promoted FTX. We saw what happened with FTX. So now he's got to pay $1.8 million. While O'Neal denies any wrongdoing, the proposed settlement is structured to be final. That's it. Like no mas. Can't be in trouble anymore for it. The entire amount will cover attorney fees, administrative costs, and payments of affected investors. The agreement also prevents him from pursuing compensation from the FTX bankruptcy estate. So that's it. It's over. O'Neal gets his money. He now doesn't have to worry about it anymore. He can't go over FTX for screwing him over. $1.8 million drop in the bucket. Banking giant sets the date where gold will hit 4,000. Yo, this is the 5-year chart up of gold. Don't you wish your crypto charts look like this? Holy crap, everyone. Now, who's that banking giant? Bank of America now sees gold soaring to a record $4,000, driven by rising concerns over U.S. financial stability, interest rate volatility, and a weakening dollar. Let's be honest here. Jerome Powell ain't cutting any rates anytime soon. And remember, we're going to have a live stream this week with the FOMC meeting with Jerome Powell. On June 13th, the banking giant emphasized market anxiety about fiscal deficits, and they're not going to go away anytime soon, regardless of how current Senate negotiations over the tax bill unfold. Adding to the bullish thesis, Bank of America pointed to climbing rate volatility and a softening dollar. This is what they said. Rates volatility and a weaker U.S. dollar should then keep gold supported, especially if the U.S. Treasury or Federal Reserve are ultimately forced in to step in and support markets. What if the Federal Reserve has to do money print or go brr? Then gold could really frickin' roar. Then their targets are going to be even higher than $4,000. Absolute bonkers result. By the way, gold markets open tonight. You know I'm going to be watching. Why? Gold is a safe haven asset. Crypto is a risk asset. Now onto the big juice that you're here for. Oh, Charles in charge. Cardano founder teases full XRP integration package. As soon as RLUSD was mentioned, the crypto community went into overdrive, and XRP was mentioned, with many hoping for information on when they could access the stablecoin on the Cardano blockchain. However, Hodgkinson's reply suggested RLUSD is part of a bigger plan which involves all other Ripple-related assets. Holy shit. One term that emerged with greater prominence was glacier drops. While the not commonly used term in the space, the term refers to a controlled and staggered release of tokens or features analogous to a focused airdrop or effort pegged to product milestones. The Lace wallet support is also on agenda, and Lace integration with XRP would streamline access for users looking to manage Ripple-based assets within the Cardano ecosystem. Here's the tweet from Charles right here. This is what he said on June 14th, everyone. There is a whole XRP package with the Glacier drop, Lace wallet support, XRP DeFi, and real USD talks. Whoa. If they brought RLUSD on the Cardano chain, that would be a big one. Lace wallet, I get it. You could do XRPL assets on there. Charles, bringing on the XRP support to the Cardano system. Would that excite you? Would that be something you would participate in? And would that get you more excited in the Cardano ecosystem? And do you think that would help out the price of XRP? Speaking of price, crypto market right now, like I said, is essentially sideways over the last 24 hours. Volume's at 80 billion. Altcoins slid a little bit over in dominance right now, 24 out of 100. Like I said, we're still reeling our way back from the nastiness that happened between Israel and Iran. Tensions are still brewing over there, but the market has digested that news. Specifically with XRP over the last 24 hours, you can see exactly what I'm talking about right here. Sideways. Up 0.05%. So the market has kind of clawed its way in the last 24 from the lows. We're getting back. But now on the 7-day, though, you can see where, nope, we have not clawed our way back from the nastiness. We were hanging out at the 230, 224 marks. We got to some low numbers. We climbed our way back from that, but we haven't come all the way back. Volume is still strong, though, 1.75 billion. Let's go to those candlesticks and see where we're at, because we are noticing a little bit of a pattern here, and this is what I wanted to share with you. Look at this right here. Notice that? Yeah, we're getting to that 218-ish mark, and we're having some trouble breaking that. We're getting close to that here, and again, you can see it. As soon as we get to that 217, 218 mark, the market pushes us back down, and then we got to start working our way back on up. The floor of those support is starting to increase. We did see some lows here of the 208 mark. Now we're seeing lows in this mark right here of the 211. So the floor is starting to increase. But again, we're getting pushed right around that 217, 218 mark. So we're definitely going to need some bullish news to propel us back up into the 220s, which is what everyone, the friend zone. Will the Cardano news get us past the friend zone and back into the juice zone? Probably not, but this is good for the ecosystem. Might give Cardano fans a little bit more oomph than Ripple fans, but that's because, hey, Cardano fans need a little bit more oomph than Ripple fans. But the reality is this. We need something juicy happening. Next week, we got a big vote on Tuesday in regards to the stablecoin bill. We got the FOMC meeting with Jerome Powell, 99.97% chance that he's going to pause. Need some economic changes, right? We need Powell to start cutting rates. It's probably going to happen in September. So right now, the crypto markets are going to be a little dicey. They're going to be very susceptible to geopolitical tensions. They're going to be very susceptible to negative events. Gold is going to steal some thunder. Look at that chart. But right now, XRP in the friend zone, having some trouble breaking that 218 mark. But then once we get past 218, do we get stuck in the friend zone then for a while? So what do you think of Bank of America's bullish outlook on gold? $4,000 within a year. And think, if the Fed goes money printer go burr in order to stimulate the economy, you know that target could be even higher. But what about silver? Silver's starting to make the move. So you're starting to see other safe haven assets out there starting to roar. Oil is also starting to move because of what's happening in the Middle East. Crypto assets, though, are like, yo. We're not reacting too positively, though, to that tension out there. And that's what we need. We need to see some of these geopolitical tensions kind of chill out. We need to see regs. And yes, we need to see them starting to cut rates. The European Central Bank has cut rates, 10, 11 times now, while Powell has cut rates 0 times. And with Jerome coming on the mic here in just a few days, we're expecting he's going to cut rates how many more times? 0. Yeah, you see what I mean? So that's what we're eyeing up right now. But Ripple fans, we got the big news with Charles dropping full integration right now with XRP related products. RLUSD full XRP product integration. We're talking XRP-L based products and on there. That would be juicy. RLUSD on the Cardano chain, I think that would be a big step too. So let's see what happens, because Charles, remember, in the past has said some things that have not proven to be true. So again, it's kind of one of those things too, where it's like, oh, okay, Charles overpromising and underdelivering, so I'm not holding my breath, because I can't hold my breath that long. So let's see what happens with the markets. Volume is still holding strong. Price action is in the friend zone. It's also not the juiciest of action. We're getting that rejection level at 217, 218. So I'm going to pay attention to the charts today. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out, because choo-choo what? Choo-choo is nachos. Gold and silver, though, just on a tear, everyone. I want to hear what you think down below.